Thank you so much for, starting your day off bright and early with us. I know we had, went back and forth on scheduling a couple times, but have you guys seen that Hammer Time app? It's so nice for time zones.
Oh yeah, it is very useful. It is very useful.
Cool. Well, like I said, thank you again. Maybe we can just start by you guys giving a little bit of intro on yourselves. Um, you know, how you guys met, what drew you to the project, or kind of what led you to create certain aspects of it, and then we can get into a little bit more of the details. But I think that's a good place to start.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's afternoon in Canada for most of the listeners here. So good afternoon. My name is Higer. I'm the co-founder and COO of Neko Mura. Neko Mura is a banner, and we are a banner type NFT project with a total of 5,555 NFTs. Our design follows a romantic artisan design, and it's mainly designed by our artist Yuyuki. If you are interested, you can find some of the sneak peeks within our Discord and on our Twitter. Our mint date is currently set up to be at the end of April or beginning of May, while the mint price is still being determined. Of the total supply, about 1,800 of them will be whitelisted, and each wallet will be able to mint one, and the rest will be for public sale. Further information can be found within the announcements channel of our Discord as time gets closer to a mint date. Today is our third AMA, and we are honored to be hosting our AMA with the Metaverse HQ community. And Yuki, would you like to introduce yourself and some stuff about our project and your design with it?
Okay, thanks, Higer. I am Yuyuki. I'm the artist in this project. I'm glad to see you guys come to my AMA. That is, thank you.
Okay, so sorry. So for me, I'm currently in Europe. I'm doing a master's here, and I've done a little for background for myself. I've worked as project advisors for a few NFT projects. Yuki and I were friends in real life when we were back in China, and because I've gone to Europe for a master's project for my master's, we're now kind of internet friends. And that's about the background for our project.
What are you getting your master's in? What are you studying?
Business.
Oh, nice. That's what I got my undergraduate degree in. Do you like it? What do you like about it?
Oh, you did your undergrad in business too? Were you part of UT?
I actually went to University of Michigan.
Ah, it's also pretty nice.
But yeah.
Well, I guess. Yep, sorry. Sorry, please continue.
Yeah, I was just saying, is there anything you're studying specifically, or how is studying, getting your master's kind of, tied into the Neko Mura Club?
Well, with my major being in business, I guess it really does help when we're designing, when we're trying to figure out how to approach the marketing aspect of things, because that's also kind of big focus when we're studying about business. The other part of it is how we really try to incorporate our banner project into the market without by differentiating ourselves with everybody else out there. I believe that having a business background allows us to, I guess, avoid some common problems that may not be seen by some other projects without the same background knowledge.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Would love to hear more about, you use the term banner project a couple times now. I'm sure there's, maybe some people in the audience who are newer to this project or haven't had time to do a ton of research yet, just hearing you for the first time. Can you explain, what does it mean to be a banner project? What is actually, what are you getting with this NFT, and just kind of what your overall vision is?
Okay, totally. So currently for our project, we've decided to design a banner. So it's not a picture or it's not a design that you can use for a profile picture. It's more of an addition to a lot of your social media. So let's say for Twitter, you can see that behind your big circle of your profile picture, there is a large rectangular space. So that's kind of the space that our NFT would be taking up. So we've designed a banner to become a complementary to your profile picture. Now, for holders of our banner, we believe that we have some benefits set up for people who do own our banners. For starters, there's going to be a computer wallpaper that we're currently working on. It's a similar design to our banner NFT, but the design aspects like the size fundamentals are a little different to suit the computer screen a little better. Holders of our banner project would also be granted whitelist for our subsequent profile picture project, which will then fit into the big circle part and be used as your profile picture. We also currently have a CC0 mechanism to allow our holders to have copyright protections, and we'll also be providing some merchandises for our holders. So we do have a lot set up for people who are interested in holding our banners, and it's not just empty talk. Everything is work in progress. So by the time we launch, we're gonna have some stuff ready for you guys.
Awesome. Yeah, and then maybe you can touch on, I guess, when you're launching, and then I got some more questions to dive into your the banner stuff and your roadmap.
Awesome. So the current decided launch date is near the end of April. So about 2-3 weeks from now, or in the beginning of May to give us a little buffer time. The specific date and the specific price will all be announced later on within our Discord. So if you guys are really interested in our project, you feel free to join our Discord and just keep an eye on what's happening in the announcements channel.
Awesome. That's good to know. We'll try to get a tweet pinned up there so people can find that easier. And then, so I guess, at what point were you like, we want to make a banner before the PFP? Because it's not that you're completely like, disregarding the PFP, but a lot of people start the communities with that profile picture, that sense of identity and brand. But you guys kind of started the other way first. So, can you just tell me like kind of what went into that decision and how you got to where we are now?
Sure. So I guess from my standpoint, so from a business kind of standpoint, after some market research in the space, we found that there is a need for a personalized social media page and banners. Unlike profile picture projects, you do have a little more creative freedom with it. As you know, there's more design space. There's a less need for something that's very very distinguishing in the center of a project as the focus. Also, there's currently not a lot of competitors when you're looking at other banner NFT projects compared to PFP. So we believe that by starting as a banner project, Neko Mura would be the correct choice for those who are interested in becoming a holder for either the financial gains aspect of it, as it is still an investment, or for other people who are simply just interested in the art.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. There's certainly, a huge white space in the banner area. So this is definitely a way, you can build that, cement yourself as one of the top, hopefully, uh, before there is too much competition. It's easier to get lost in there and, build that strong community around that and then kind of leverage it for the PFP. But I'm just curious, in terms of the PFP style and design, that can be, there might be some people who love the banners, but then the PFP might not relate to them. How do you plan to like address that and make sure that it encompasses sort of the same style? Or I guess what are your plans on creating the PFP, or how far are you into that process?
Well, right now we're still having Yuki finalize on we're still having Yuki finalize our design for our banner part because, as I said, our launch date is near the end of April. So the banner part is the current main focus. So after the banner launch, I guess we'll be sharing more details about our profile picture project with our community, and maybe by then we'll take in some of the opinions of our holders into how the PFP project will be designed to allow our community to feel like their opinions do matter to us, and that they're being incorporated into the subsequent project to build a better community.
Yeah, I think that's super important in terms of building that community bond and trust. And like you said, having their opinions impact the progress that you guys are making. I think that'd be very smart, and excited to see what you guys come up with and how it ties into the banner stuff. Do you have a timeline estimate for, I guess, when we can just look more at the roadmap as a whole, kind of when these different phases are going to come out? Looks like it starts with the wallpaper on the phone, then the banner for Twitter, then the wallpaper for your desktop, and then the PFP. So, can you tell me like what that timeline looks like?
So what's going to come out first? It's going to be obviously our banner, and our roadmap is currently uploaded to our official website. So if those are interested or kind of want a reminder, refresher after this AMA, you can find all the information on our official website, which is linked to our official Twitter account, Neko Mura. But just to give you guys an overview for those who are listening in, it's going to start off with obviously the banner itself being minted and being sold. And then after that, the first things that's going to come would be the wallpaper, either for the computer or the phone. It's it's going to be a similar design, but what's going to be different is the uh, size aspect of it, because what fits on a banner on Twitter is probably not going to be best for becoming a wallpaper on your phone or computer. And then after the wallpaper is going to come probably the profile picture. We're going to start doing we're going to start taking in some opinion from our community for the profile project afterwards. And while we're working on the profile project, simultaneously, we're going to be also working on some merchandises for our community.
Cool. Do you have any teasers or any ideas what that merch might look like in terms of what type of items, or I mean where it could be like sourced from or something?
Well, for everything that's after our banner project, we're going to be announcing it more in our Discord. So currently, what information I am allowed to share with you guys would mostly be about our banner that's coming up by the end of the month.
All right, all right. I'm gonna keep prying, but you're doing a good job defense here, so good stuff. And then are the desktop and mobile wallpapers, are those gonna be only available to holders, or how are you guys like gating that, or is that gonna be something anyone can use?
Well, for currently, obviously, the wallpapers that's coming after is probably going to be also uploaded onto OpenSea, and it's going to be provided for our holders. But obviously, because in the NFT space, it is open access to everybody who wants it. So it's kind of still there still has to be we still have to figure out a way to kind of prevent people from just entering into the market, finding something they like, and just downloading and using that picture for themselves. But for the people who own the banner, we do, like I mentioned, we're currently designing a better CC0 project to protect the copyright aspect of things. So if anybody does decide to use the banner you own or the subsequent wallpaper that comes from it to do something that's business related or get some monetary gains, we're trying to figure out a mechanism to protect our holders to make sure that they're not being ripped off.
Yeah, gotta protect them from those dirty right click savers. I agree. But no, that sounds great. It's good that you have your community's best interest in mind. You're thinking about some of the legal implications and what the real world scenarios that you're going to encounter. So I think it's good that you're prepared for that. And I've always been a fan of the right click savers. Not everybody, totally gets them, and they can get in a fuss sometimes and try to steal your JPEGs, but it's just good advertisement, really. Like if someone likes your art enough, they want to right click save it, put it as their desktop, just more power to them. That's more people that are going to see it, more people that are engaging with your art, and it's really just flattering nonetheless. So I think it's overall a good thing, but it's glad that you are talking about the digital rights as well. But I would love to hear more from Yuyuki on, I guess, where she kind of developed this style, what inspired her to, draw these little characters in there and the different scenes, and how this has all come together.
Okay, well, that is 3 years ago. I went to Osaka, Kyoto, and Nara with two friends, and I was fascinated by the Japanese vibe, especially in Kyoto, where the buildings were particularly quiet and the streets were clean. Every path, every store is so Japanese. And growing up watching Japanese anime, I especially like the Japanese style, and I hope I can present my understanding of Eastern culture in my creations. Um, that is okay.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much. That gives us some good insight. And I'm looking at your banner right now, which I love. It looks like there may be, some slight Naruto references potentially with the, you've got the sort of Hokages up there. I don't know what you'd call them here, but the little dogs on the cats in the stone. Is that anything? Do you take anything from any animes or mangas?
Uh, re- sorry. Regarding cats, I think it is a very mysterious symbol, and I want to borrow it to carry my creative expression. One more is that it was about my deceased grandma. In the early stage of creation, I had a dream that my grandma was in her old house. You can see a lot of old building architectures in my painting. That that is about my grandma's old house. Um, I um, I want to share my value and something that is express some old things. Something is very rustic. You, I believe you can also feel it in my creations. That is.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great explanation and super cool to see, your personal style come out in these settings that are quite stunning, and excited to see all the different variations. So maybe you could talk a little bit more about the creation process. Is any of it generative, or are these all individually hand drawn for each banner?
This may be Higer to answer this question.
So we do for the design part, we do have some, we do have some traits that's currently set in place. So it's although it's going to be mainly designed by Yuyuki, there is going to be some parts that kind of overlap with each other. Currently, we do have two rare traits to set in mind. The first type is kind of a rare element, and the second type is kind of a nostalgic setting. For a rare element, for example, let's say we're going to have a golden element to it. And it's going to be like a specific element of the banner design that's going to be a different color. So let's say it's going to be gold compared to your regular banner. So something within your banner, if you see something with your banner when you mint our project and you see it's gold, then it's going to be more rare than the other part. But what's even more rare within our design set is the classic settings. So, for example, a snowy design where there's going to be snow on the house on the ground. It would be kind of one of the classicer settings that we're approaching, and these ones aren't going to be generative. There's only going to be 10 with these classic settings, while other normal traits we have about 130 of them. And through our testing with Yuki, we found that it's not going to be too homogenized where everything's going to kind of look the same. So although there's going to be 130 traits that's going to be generative with that turns into the banner, it's still going to be unique in each aspect where each banner is very distinctive from another.
Awesome. I love that. And, obviously super important to have a wide diversity. So that'll be fantastic. And so you said there are 130 traits. How many traits are there actually per banner? if that makes sense.
Sorry, my internet kind of died. Could you repeat the question?
Yeah, I was just wondering how many traits will actually be on each banner in general? 3, 4, 1?
There's going to be a different amount of traits, so it's going to be somewhere around 6 to 7 traits per banner.
Cool. Sounds good. I'm excited to see what traits. Hopefully, I can get a rare 101 or maybe one of the golden one I would settle for even. So hopefully it's my lucky day in a couple of weeks when you guys end up minting. But we're coming up on the 30-minute mark here. Not sure if there's anything other specifics you'd like to go over, but I'd love to start bringing up some questions from the audience if we got some time.
Oh yeah, sure. Before we bring in some audience, I'll just kind of go through our current marketing strategy and how we're going to be how about a little bit more about the supply of our project. I'll make sure to keep it quick. So with our marketing, we're currently working with. So we've already established the kind of main tone within our Discord to be kind of a romantic artisan Discord flow that kind of matches our design. And we're currently working with many well-known NFT projects, and we're hoping that we'll be establishing some more collaborations to bring kind of benefits for those who are currently in our Discord and to bring our project a little bit more exposure. So as people who's been following our project can see, we've currently already worked with Wabi Sabi, Lasercat, and most recently GP, who has done a whitelist giveaway with us. So for those who still haven't, who didn't know about it, you can probably still find a tweet on our Twitter. And with the 1-1s, obviously, when we're collaborating with other projects, there's always the fear of, the influencers we're finding or the projects we're finding are all going to get their own 1-1. But so what we're doing is all the holders will have the same, same chance of achieving a 1-1, and it's all a blind box. For the collaboration 1-1 banners, it's probably not going to be minted and going to be airdropped to the collaborators we're working with. Now, a big question where in current market is what happens if we don't mint out? But based on our market research and from how we're building a community, we do believe that we will be able to completely mint out our banners. And if in the rare chance that we don't mint out, we will be burning whatever isn't being minted.
Awesome. Yeah, I think a lot of projects, go in kind of blind or maybe a little brashly thinking that maybe being a little overconfident in their mint and not considering any potential downsides or market downturns that could impact you out of your control. So I think it's good that you guys do have a plan for that in case things do tend to get a little shaky. But it's good that it sounds like you've done your research. You're in a good spot. So wishing you the best of luck there. And if we do have some questions now, we're happy to start bringing people up. So feel free to request, and we would love to get you up here to ask Higer and Yuki some questions. Looks like we got Isakai and Kidzuki coming up, hopefully. Isakai, can you hear us?
Yeah. I can.
Awesome, man. How are you doing?
First, I would like to thank the team for this AMA, and I have a couple of questions I would like to know if I can ask.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, firstly, I will kind of entered a bit late, and the team was talking about the plans to protect like copyright and protect the holders and their specific banners. So I would like to know if in the future there are any plans to give rights to the owners of the banners to create like derivative works like some other projects have done. And the second question is for the creators. I would like to know what is some piece of Japanese media, be it anime or movie, that has inspired them. I can see Hyge as like a JoJo profile picture. So I would also like to hear from Yuyuki if there's something that inspires her. Thank you.
Okay, so for that, for the art aspect, we'll have Yuki answer you first, and I'll get back to you about the copyright and derivative project. So Yuki, if you'd like to tell them about, your inspirations, you can go first.
Well, you can see some animation and movie in my creation, such as Naruto and some um, other movie that I cannot tell you the name. I think when I was young, I I watched a lot of Japanese anime, and they inspired me a lot. And I want to pick some idea from them, some icon. You can see a duck in my cat village. That is a role. Um, I want to express. Actually, it is a captain, and you can see a lot of detail in my creation. Um, I think I can give them a story to express the whole meaning of the cat village. Thank you.
Okay, so it's about what you said about, derivative projects and things. So like I mentioned, we are taking a CC0 approach. So what the CC0 approach does mean is that the artist kind of forfeits the copyright for their project and design, which means that the NFT is now currently classified under public domain. So the sole usage would probably be up to the holder itself. So if people do wish to make derivative projects from Neko Mura, that would be something that would be up to the holder. And we're still currently working out the details of all the copyright issues with the CC0 idea. So I guess more of it will also be seen within our Discord. And if you feel like there's still questions that haven't been answered after, a few weeks in our Discord, feel free to, type it in the suggestions or open a ticket with us, and we'll give you any more details that you'd like to know.
Okay, thank you very much. I really like the approach of like giving ownership to the owner, let's say like that. So thank you so much for answering my questions.
No problem. So I think the next speaker is Kidzuki.
Yeah, thanks for having me up. So we've built a banner generator, wallpaper generator, phone background generator, and such. Do you have plans for getting a resolution for it to fit the like OpenSea banner? Because they have like a really weird stretched kind of setup.
So I think currently right now, our focus would be on social. The current focus is on social media, and that we're probably, as you said, that the OpenSea banner part does have weird aspects to it. So we're probably going to modify the aspects of our banner to fit OpenSea as well. But that's probably going to be a little bit after the mint. Probably maybe going to be around the same time of the wallpapers for computer and our phone. But it is a part that it is a part that we know and that we're focusing on. But currently, because as
All right,
we've said,
awesome.
we
Thank
believe.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah, thanks. I just was asking because I know that we built our own, and that was one of the things that we kind of looked at afterwards, and so it's good to see that you guys are doing that, and happy to see
Mhm.
another banner project in the space. There aren't very many.
Of course. Thank you, Kitsuki. So I see two other people with their hands raised. So I think it was Joko Weeb who was first. So Joko Weeb, would you like to speak?
Hello, Gay, hello, Yuki, hello, team. I would like to thank you. Thanks for the chance to talk here, but I love the art of the banner for sure. Yuki, you did a great, amazing job on it. But I would like to ask some questions regarding like one of the 7 traits. I noticed that you have like this shrine on one of their traits. Like it should be on the right half part of it. Although it looks beautiful at some banner, like on Hike's banner, But I noticed on Yuyuki's banner, the shrine is a bit off-putting. If I could say it's a bit noticeable that it's if you get what I'm trying to say, it's a bit weird for me. So is there any possibility for like how the shrine would be positioned or would be relocated in the banner? Thank you. So, guys,
Could you repeat the question? I cannot answer.
yeah, I can. Is the 6 or 7 traits gonna be always there, Yuki? That's pretty much. I think that's the simple question for it. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to answer for them, but when Heiger was talking earlier, he made it seem like there will be various number of traits on the NFT. So some might have 4 traits, some might have 5 traits, some might have 6 traits, and it'll
Okay.
depend on the traits, obviously.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool because I thought that they're gonna have always 7 or 6 traits because I would love to see more diversity on it. I would say.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I think they're definitely trying to account for that, and it looks like Heiger got rugged, but looks like we got him back up here. Have you heard us? Have you heard what we talking about?
No, sorry. Twitter
I
kind of.
yeah.
I think we did kind of get something mad at Twitter. They kind of kicked me off the speaker, and I couldn't reconnect. So sorry, Jokowi. Could you repeat that question for me?
Yeah. Basically, I was just asking if are they gonna be like 6 or 7 traits consistently in every banner, or are they gonna be like one banner where there's gonna be like 3 or 4 traits? Because I can see the appeal of the lesser traits, so I could just focus on the background of it. No shrines, no rainy shrines, no something like that. Basically, that's my questions.
So for each banner, there's going to be 6 or 7 traits consistently. So the amount of elements you see within each banner is going to be the same. There's probably not going to be a banner where it's a lot less, it's a lot more empty compared to the other banners. So most of the designs are going to be a consistent. There's going to be a consistent number of traits between 6 and 7.
Okay, then thank you for answering. So Jacob, turns out that it will be consistently consist of
Yeah,
7 traits.
but thank you for clearing that up. That's some fake news coming.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Heek. Thank you, Yuki. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks for listening. And Lady Meow, we'll go to you now. Thanks for patiently waiting. Got 2 cats back to back.
Yeah, thank you for taking me in. Actually, I'm not all the way on the space. I'm not sure did you talked about this before, but I'd like to ask Yuki, why you choose Neko? Why you choose the cat to create this banner?
Hello.
Hi.
I answered this question before, and I can repeat.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Regarding cats, I think it is a very mysterious symbol. So I want to borrow it to carry my creative expression. So that is, and have I have a cat in my house, and his name is Yuki, so that is why I called Yuki. It's about cat's name.
Oh, how nice.
Awesome. Great question. Do you have any other questions?
Not now. I have to say I like this. I like this art very much. I hope I could get it as soon as possible.
Thank you. You will.
So thank you so much for coming in. Thanks for listening. We got Wilmer looking to connect now. Get him up here, him or her.
Hello, guys. Thank you for the space. I just would like to know if any possibility to get some banners with animation, or in the future, a new drop with animation.
So from what we currently have right now, I don't believe we are working on animation traits in our current release, but because as you've just expressed, there are people who's going to be interested in the animation aspect of a banner. It's probably something we could look into after our drop by the end of the month. So maybe, like I said, for the something we can try incorporating into the subsequent wallpaper, or maybe we'll make another drop for our holders with some animation inside. It's not something in our current collection, but it's definitely something we can look into.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you. Because I really love the art, and I think you guys comment something like a banner with the snow and that things. I think will be great. See snow falling in the street, or in their house, something like that.
Looks like Higer really pissed someone off because he got kicked again. But no, thank you. I think that's a great idea. Something I didn't really think about, but um, I think animation looks super cool, especially in this style.
Yeah, sorry.
You back, Higer?
Yeah, I'm back.
Back?
Sorry, I think Twitter. I'm really not Twitter friendly lately.
Yeah, you must have done something in a past life.
Oh, hi Ben. Sorry, just one sec. Did I answer all of Wilmer's questions? Because I kind of got cut off near the end of what he was saying.
I think so. Wilmer, did you have anything else that wasn't fully answered?
No, I think it's good right now. Thank you so much for the space. Thank you for the art. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Wilmer.
Awesome. And then we had Ben up here. Looks like he ran away. I think I don't see him anymore. But welcome to come back if Twitter rugged you as well. And happy to take any more questions that some people have. I'll let you guys continue to request. But it looks like we're winding down a little bit. Is there anything else that you guys would like to mention? Maybe reiterate, I guess, what kind of next steps are for it?
So I guess from where we are from today's aspect, what's going to be coming up is that we're going to be having some, we're probably going to be hosting a little bit more of giveaway within our Discord channel. We're going to try to establish collaborations with more communities. If there are communities you do wish to see Neko Mura work with, you can join our Discord channel and, drop in suggestions. Although we may not reply to all of them, we're definitely looking at all your suggestions. And if we see that there are communities that a lot of people within our Discord want us to work with, we'll definitely reach out and make that happen. And besides the marketing part of it, we're also probably dropping a few more sneak peeks on Neko Mura on Twitter and in Discord, probably a little bit more in Discord than on Twitter. So if you want to see what we can bring out, you should definitely join us in our Discord.
Awesome. Well, you guys heard the man. Go join that Discord, and you'll be kept up to date with all the latest news. Hopefully, they'll be minting very shortly in the next couple of weeks, and we can see these beautiful designs from Yuki herself and all those mysterious cats everywhere. I know I'm excited, and yeah. If there are any other questions? Maybe wrap it up here, but really appreciate your time today, Yuki and Higer. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and yeah, we're very excited, especially for a potential Metaverse HQ banner. Right? Is that something you were talking about with your partners?
Yeah, it's something that we're looking into as well. Thank you, also Jacob. Very professional MC.
Thank you.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush.
So maybe we'll just chat for a little bit, see if Ben comes back in the next few minutes, or is there any other questions we can take?
Yeah, happy to take as many questions as people have. I don't see anyone raising their hand right now, but you are all very welcome to come up here and we will answer your deepest, darkest questions.
Let's see. I guess if while we're waiting for Ben or having any more questions, Yuki, is there anything else you'd want to share with everybody about, the designs or maybe some stuff they can, kind of look forward to?
Yes, I want to share something that is about my idea. Um, I think I am a free-spired artist. When designing products, I will give priority to the atmosphere and mood of the banner. Each trace is distinct from each other, but also unified as a whole to present an oriental literary mood, so that people will want to recite a poem when they see my creation. Besides, I focus on the mood and the layout of the banner, weakening the logic and presenting a non-realistic scene so that you can see the splendid track without spires, the house floating in the sea, and spatially disordered buildings. Perhaps this is what the dream world looks like. Thank you. That is my idea and something in my creation.
Yeah, I definitely love how you set up the mood for the banners, Yuki. It feels so good. It feels like something out of a dream, I would say. But
Yes,
I
that
was,
is the dream. Yes, thank you.
yes, it it looks so nice. And I also noticed that when one of your banners, Yuki, you have a character on sitting down looking at outside of you. But I also noticed that in some others there are barely any characters. Are you gonna plan to add some more characters into your banners? And I also noticed sometimes changed his profile picture somehow. I'm not sure about that. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Did you have
just asking,
a question or
yes, are you gonna add more characters into your banners, Yuki?
yes, yes. I don't. I not only want to add cats, this animal, but also add some duck and monkey, dogs.
Okay.
Um, they are the friends of the cats.
Okay, that's interesting. Could I add a request? Could you add the dragons in the sky? That would be cool, though. Or a
Mm-hmm.
whale, whales in the clouds.
Yes. It's spatially disordered creation. Everything can in my creation. So thanks for your suggestion. I will think about this to add in my works.
Okay, thank you, Yuki. Thank you for answering my questions.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Jacob. Thank you, Hige.
It's Hiker, but nice try. Thanks for the question,
Okay,
Joko.
Higer. Oh, yeah, Higer, I also noticed you kept changing your display picture somehow. It turns into Jojo, and then sometimes it turns into I don't know, it's a blue
The
bathtub.
cat and
Oh,
bathtub.
how come though?
Yeah. It's just, well,
Twitter
people are
magic.
talking. Yeah, Twitter magic.
All right. Thanks, Higer. Thanks, Yuki. Thanks, Jacob.
Thank you, Joko.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks for coming up. Your cat looks very sad, but you sound, moderately happy. So I hope you're happy.
Yep. I am sad inside though.
Oh no. Well, hopefully, some of Yuki's art can cheer you up, and all the Nico's friends.
for sure, man. It does. I really like the phone background. I'll probably use one.
I'm glad.
Cool. Well, see Ben coming back, and then we are still taking questions. If anyone has any last minute thing they'd like to ask, any dying, burning wish, now is your time to ask. Otherwise, forever hold your Twitter request. And
Okay,
yeah, it's been lovely so far. So
Jacob, I would like to because there are barely any Indonesians there, which is very weird inside of an NFT space. So
Sorry,
yeah.
Joko. My internet kind of lagged a little. What'd you
Uh,
say?
yeah, I was just putting some suggestion on adding Indonesian channel there, and then I think you said that if we have more people, we will add it, and I'll for sure add more. I will for sure rally up more Indonesian people to come into this Discord channel.
Yeah, totally. So because opening a new language channel does require some moderator and like some management over the channel. So
Yeah.
we do require a certain amount of people who's requesting the same channel because before we can open up the channel.
Yes. Yes. I will. I'll rally up more people there.
Awesome.
Yeah. Because honestly, it's a little bit weird not seeing that many Indonesian people in a. Well, Yuki's art are very very unique, and I think it's very Indonesian people would be most interested in it. So I don't know why there's not that many Indonesian there, especially after your collaboration with Chuki first. I'm sure there will be more people coming in.
Bring your friends. We need them.
I will. I will for sure.
Thank you, Joko.
No problem, Higer.
awesome. Thanks for all your great questions, and yeah, excited to meet some of your Indonesian friends in the Discord. Hopefully.
For sure, Jacob. They're pretty kind.
Awesome. Well, we are coming up on the hour mark, and I think we're gonna have to kind of wind it down, end it here. But is there any last thing that you guys would like to share before we wrap it up for today?
I guess I'll just kind of go through, the basic information most people are probably going to be interested in about, a new NFT project, and just in case they've missed the beginning of the space. So our mint date is going to be near the end of April or beginning of May. Our total supply is going to be 5,555 banner NFTs with subsequent computer and wallpaper airdrops. That's going to also be uploaded onto the OpenSea. We're going to be hopefully providing our holders with a subsequent profile picture project that matches, maybe that matches our banner. We're also going to be airdropping. We're going to also be providing some merches for our holders. So that's kind of the utility part of what people have. And for within the 5,555 supply, there's going to be 10 1-1s, which are classic scenes. So that those are going to be the ultra rare part. If you're interested in the roadmap and what's happening with us, you can check out our official website, which has everything on it. And we currently have a video on our Twitter feed. It's a Neko Mura Club video. And if you're interacting with that Twitter post, we are dropping some, I guess, we are dropping some whitelists. We are dropping, not whitelists, we're doing some airdrops. So by interacting with that post on our Twitter account, there's a possibility that you're going to get your banner for free.
Oh, that's alpha right there. We'll look to get that pinned up so you guys can all find it. Otherwise, make sure you. We got Siri talking to me. She's having a great time. But yeah, no, I think that's awesome that you guys are doing that, and giving people low entry, no entry, really just interaction on the tweet to your community. And actually, as you were saying, running through all the details again, I did have a question come up. which is for the banners, they have those certain traits. Are the traits going to be the same for the airdropped backgrounds, or are they going to be like are they going to correlate to your banner, or will they be random?
We're currently debating on whether, if we want to drop the complete. We're debating on whether we want to drop a completely identical one, just with different specs to fit your computer screen and your phone wallpaper, or to, kind of tweak up design to change things up a little bit. We still haven't determined how we're going to be doing that yet, but when we have finalized on everything, again, we'll probably be posting on our Twitter and our Discord announcements.
Awesome. Well, we will definitely stay tuned there. And yeah, thank you again so much for your time, Yuki and Higer. It's really been a blast getting to learn more about you guys, about the project, and kind of what your future plans are. So, really appreciate taking time out on Easter Sunday. Hope everyone is being able. If you're celebrating, hope you're having a great time. If you are, just another Sunday for you. Hope you are having a great Sunday, getting to spend some time with family, or just all your internet friends on Twitter and Discord. So it has been a blast. I will, let you all go now. If you'd like to learn more about Metaverse HQ, we are a NFT alpha community that has, grown into a few other things, including content and partnerships, which we're very proud of with people like the Neko Mura Club. And if you are looking to learn more about NFTs, educate yourself on trading, investing, collecting, and joining these communities, you can check out our website, mvhq.io. You can also follow us on Twitter at metaverse_HQ. And yeah, that'll be where all our updates are. If you have questions, always feel free to DM us. And yeah, I would like to just thank Neko Mura and their team once again for coming out. Thank you all for showing up and listening. Really appreciate your support. Hope you guys found some valuable insights from this. And if you have any feedback, like I said, our DMs are always open. And yeah, I think we can close it there, but hope to see you all soon. We got a lot more Twitter Spaces coming up next week.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Jacob, and thank you to your Metaverse HQ community.